We're seeing a positive session on the Australian share market after the US stock market soared overnight. The market's gaining more than 2%. Here on the Australian share market, though, the market only up by 0.4%. We are seeing NAB trading ex-dividend, and that's wiped around about 9 points off the index. But the best performing sector is the technology sector, which is up by almost 3% after a very bullish update coming through from Afterpay. Meanwhile, the worst performing sector is utilities, which has lost 4.6% after the federal government moves to block the APA takeover by CKI. A number of quarterly and half-year results out to the market, but first of all, let's start off with the update from Afterpay, mainly around its US business. We are seeing the stock up by a massive 14%. It looks like US operations just 6 months after launch have been going well. In fact, in the year to date to October 2019, they've seen underlying sales of more than $115 million. To date, they've seen more than 300,000 consumers in the US transact on their platform, as well as more than 900 retailers being active. They also have in the pipeline over 1,300 additional retailers signed up to start using the platform. So Afterpay shares doing well on the market. We have seen realestate.com coming out with its first quarter update. The stock doing well, up by 8%. Revenue after broker commissions was up by 17%, and we saw EBITDA up by 23%, with free cash flow up by 52%. News Corp coming out with its quarterly update. We saw revenue up by 23%. Despite weakness in the Australian newspapers, they saw strength in the book publishing area as well as digital real estate. News Corp shares up by 4.2% on market. And Xero has come out with its half-year numbers. Revenue up by 5% and net subscriber additions of 193,000 for the half year. The shares trading up 2.6%. We've also seen corporate travel come out with a rebuttal to the second VGI report. It has seen some help from EY to come up with a rebuttal, and the shares have jumped up by 10% on the market today. Meanwhile, James Hardie coming under pressure after a profit downgrade. James Hardie saying that first half net profit was up by 29%, sales up by 25%, but it expects to see the full year operating profit between 280 to 320 million US dollars. That's down from its previous guidance of between 300 to 340 million US dollars. So all in all, a bit of strength for the Australian share market, but nothing like what we saw in the US overnight, where we did see the major indices gaining more than 2%.